It's an interesting thing, though, and I know that I'm pretty sure bees and all that have been around for quite some time,
Yeah,
way longer than us.
in some
I don't want to say
iteration,
millions of years, but I almost want to say millions of years. So I'm actually,
but not at this size, right? Not in the same.
I don't know, but I'm drawing a blank. But
Okay.
I feel like they've been around for quite some time. And I guess now that you're saying all of this, when you think about the symbiotic nature of these ecosystems and the entities within them and how they evolve over time to survive, if we were such a detriment, unless it's relatively new, which I think it is actually, I don't think we went around destroying ecosystems like we do today.
No, yeah, yeah.
Would they evolve to scream at a lower frequency so we could hear?
Could happen.
Imagine the first person born with that. The
Yeah.
world
I'm
is just
sorry. It took me a
screaming
minute.
at them.
It only took me a minute because I had to decide whether they would be exercised, like whether they would be similar to Socrates. If basically they could hear it, they came to people and said, "Hey, I could hear these trees," and we said, "Please go away now." I feel like that's the first instinct. So I don't I feel bad for them on two fronts. A, that they end up being the Dr. Seuss Lorax running around saying I speak for the trees, and that everyone laughs and doesn't believe them and wants them to leave our society because that is severely
Oh, they'll be
inconvenient.
committed. They'll be committed or put on
Yeah,
medication.
sure.
Yeah. And wouldn't
Maybe
that be
even crucified. Maybe maybe
can
maybe
you
many
imagine hearing that for
hundreds of
real
years there will be a religion
and
dedicated to them.
and no one being able to tell you what it is, but you just hear it screaming all around you all the time, and it's real.
I mean, it would
It's
drive me
real.
insane. So I
Yeah,
mean, who knows? Yeah. You here's the thing, you wouldn't procreate, so you wouldn't pass on that gene. And so I don't know when the next time human beings would have access to that type of ability because that's the thing. You would never pass
it
it
could have
on
already
because
happened. It could have already happened.
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Wow.
It you would either because you would be socially outcasted. You would in a harsh way, in a way that you most likely either would end up in an institution or you would end up dead in some, depending on the severity of the culture that you've been born into. But you're right, it could have happened, but it's very not likely that you had the chance to pass that gene on.